we have seen the UP government officially come out and say that this wasn't a case of rape because no semen was found in the investigation done by the Forensic Science Laboratory. And I want to quote to you what Judges Pankaj, Mithal and Justice Rajan Roy said, that the UP ADGP Law and Order, Prashant ji is saying that the semen has not come out in the report of the FSL. The ADG Law and Order should read the definition of law. What is the definition of rape under Article 375 after the 2013 and 2018 amendments? They should read the definition. What the court is suggesting, which is absolutely true, is that you don't have to find semen to establish rape. The girl's dying declaration is evidence enough, and therefore, when the UP government tried to spin this, build a narrative that rape to hua hi nahi ji, that case itself coming crashing before the courts. And yes, ma'am, it's your government that put out this narrative, made it seem as if this wasn't a case of rape, and the courts are pulling you up, and therefore, to that extent, the responsibility is that of your government, ma'am.
See, when such a serious incident has happened, under no circumstances there should be any kind of ad hocism. And my dear esteemed panelist, who just mentioned about some of my colleagues in the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now let me tell you, we cannot comment on the personal opinion of any BJP member. I am coming to you, I am talking to you as the spokesperson of the party.
But ma'am, no action has been taken against these members. We've heard BJP representatives suggest that this is honor killing, suggest that the girl had loose character. There's all manner of victim shaming, character assassination.
Absolutely.
No action taken against those representatives of your party, ma'am.
Let me tell you, let me speak, let me finish. In fact, immediately thereafter, after the incident, this ghastly incident took place, immediately the SIT was constituted. And 7 days had been given. I remember SIT had to give the report. And thereafter, the Lucknow bench of the Allahabad High Court took cognizance. It was within the 2-3 days of the incident, you may recall. And thereafter, when situation was being monitored by the CMO, by all of us, and everyone was so very, concerned about the entire event. We all wanted justice for the family. The Yogi Sarkar wrote to the MHA for CBI inquiry. Let me tell you, I will request all of you to think about the sensitivity of the matter. Administration, governance, with all humility, I would say that I was in governance for about 25 years. And administration is a very serious matter. Governance is a very serious matter. There should be no ad hocism at all. Everything
ma'am, you didn't answer. No, ma'am, Aparajita Sarangi, ma'am, you've come on our show for the first time. Yes. So I don't want to be too rough, but I do wish to ask you the question about all the BJP spokespersons who've engaged, not spokesperson, all the BJP members, high or low, small or big, who've engaged in victim shaming, in character assassination, who presented this as a case of honor killing. Ab dekh lena, case pura U-turn ho jayega, 180-degree spin ho jayega. Ladki ne isko invite kiya, ladki ka isse rishta tha, prem ka affair tha. We've had all of this come out as well. And no action's been taken against anybody who said all of this. I'm not saying you said it, you haven't. But there are members of your party who have said this.
I reiterate, I cannot comment on the personal opinion of any BJP member here. Let us not talk of what a particular
Supriya, let us
person
speak,
said.
please.
Yes. Look at the intention of the Yogi government. Look at the intention of the central government and the way they have handled, the kind of seriousness that is reflected.
Okay, look at the seriousness in the manner in which this case has been probed. The UP government said we'll transfer it to the CBI. It's been transferred to the CBI. Officials have already been suspended, and if the courts find these officials guilty, they will have to pay. Supriya Shrinate, respond to the BJP spokesperson.
I am responding to her, and with all due respect to her years in governance, I must also point out that the UP government has set up 60 SITs, and not one report has come so far. Whether it was Vikas Dubey, whether it was the scam in procuring PPEs, 60 SITs set, not one report. Also, the Kuldeep Singh Sengar case, the High Court had to intervene and then did the Yogi government act. Chinmayanand case, the High Court had to make an observation, tell the government to act, and then did they act. I mean, what are we talking about? If it is about fast-tracking cases, 2011 rape case against Chinmayanand, it still goes on in the fast-track court. So where is the hope for justice?